Projects are an excellent way to know the members of your community and your neighbors. The first thing I would ask is, why do you want to be involved in the community? The best answer is that if someone has trouble, then the community can be involved to help them. This will really help other people get through hard times and provide a reward to you. It's time to help those with trouble, and we get a personal reward for being of service to others. I remember the nasty flood on the river here in Benton City in '96. If the people would not have stuck together and worked together, it would have been a real disaster. But because they worked together, most of the people did pretty well and ended up with minor damage. People worked hard to get things fixed. I got lucky. I had bought land up on a bluff and I could look out over the bank and see where all the stuff was underwater by the river. But that didn't mean we didn't help people. Everyone helps. The Hanford Fire of 2000 was another disaster that hit the Benton City area. About 10 homes and 150 outbuildings plus half the fences in the area were burned. Now this should never have happened, but the Department of Energy would not allow the fire trucks onto the property to fight that fire before it got to public housing. Well, this year we had another fire there of the same type on the other side of the mountain. It came over the mountain, but emergency management had learned that you had to fight the fire on the Yardland Ecology Project, and they set back fires and prevented any fire from hitting private land. That's kind of wonderful. It says the government can learn sometimes. It comes back when we go back to doing this kind of work for other people. When it came to pour the foundation for a new home for my daughter and her family after we had burned out in 2000, we had more people show up to help put that foundation in than I think we needed. It just goes to show that community involvement is important for a community and for everybody there. Types of community projects. There are lots of types of community projects. Church projects are one. Many churches in this area are involved in projects. The idea is to involve as many of the churches and many people as you can. There are lots of other projects that need to be done. We have school projects. We always need people to supervise and to chaperone school dances and projects like that, as well as school trips. The scouting program requires all kinds of people and a lot of work to get it done. One that really bothers me that I try to get done is a community garden. I believe that we should have community gardens. However, I've offered land for people to have community gardens for years, and very few people have ever taken me up on it. The greatest reward for all this is social interaction among the people. People learn to trust one another and they find out what other people really are. That's great in the world we live in today. So what's in it for me? Well, I've made a lot of new friends by helping other people. It's worth the investment. The social interaction is good. You develop a trust of your neighbor and people because you get to know them. And in the not too distant future, our very survival may depend upon the community involvement and the community cooperation that's necessary to ensure that everyone survives.